แล้วอ้อยเหรอฮะเอ็นน่ะล่ะ
Honda finally gave enthusiasts a taste of forbidden fruit when they finally brought over the Civic Type R to America for the very first time. The Type R was a pretty big deal for enthusiasts because it showed people that you don't need to have all-wheel drive to drive the ultimate hot hatch and have fun doing so. Well, today I'm actually out here in Hawthorne, California with the completely redesigned 6th generation Type R. It's now based off of the 11th generation Civic, and just like its predecessor, we have a 2-liter turbocharged engine up front connected to a 6-speed manual driving the front wheels through a limited slip differential. So now that I finally have the new car in the flesh without all the camouflage, let's go ahead and take a first look. Now, before I talk about the newly refined and more mature styling of the redesigned Type R, I want to first show you guys what's underneath the hood, because this is a Type R, so you guys are probably dying to know how much power this makes. Well, sadly, Honda wasn't ready to share how much more power the new engine makes, so all we can talk about, of course, is what the old engine makes. This is the same K20C1 powertrain from the previous generation Type R. Honda wouldn't even tell me what they've done to it in terms of strengthening the internals or modifying the turbos. All they claim is this is going to be the most powerful production Type R ever. So we don't know how much more horsepower or torque it's going to make. The old Type R made 306 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. So I suspect, and you guys feel free to leave comments in the comment section below, this car will probably have maybe 310 horsepower. It's going to have more, I hope, but go ahead and let me know what you guys think on how much more it's going to have. Just like the previous generation, your only choice is a 6-speed manual transmission. Front-wheel drive is your only option. It still has that dual-axis front suspension with a limited slip differential, so that's going to help with the torque steer. Honda says that this is also going to be one of the best handling Type Rs that you can buy. Now let's go ahead and close the hood and show you guys the rest of the styling. Now, first of all, the hood, as you can see, has a functional heat extractor here, just like the previous generation. The previous gen actually had some cooling issues that Honda had to rectify in 2020, but the new front fascia of this car, you can see, is so much more elegant looking. Now that it's built off of the 11th generation Civic hatchback platform, you can see we have the new kind of skinnier full LED headlights with LED daytime running lights, LED low and high beams. The old Type R had that as well. What Honda did get rid of, however, were the fog lights. There are no more fog lights on this vehicle. Instead, we have functional vents here at the side, much larger openings for the grille. You can see you have kind of that honeycomb shape from the interior mimics onto the front of the vehicle with this very large front grille that also allows air to go in through that intercooler. It's a very, very mature look. I also like the black front splitter at the front of the vehicle as opposed to that fake carbon fiber, and also those vents from the previous generation that had all